This is a New York Muscle Radio Network production.
Hey there, guys. You're listening to the Bikini and Barbell Show, the #1 resource for bikini-ready fit chicks. What's up, beautiful ladies? Welcome to the Bikini and Barbell Show, episode number 4. It's your host, Laura Bevilacqua, and my two boys, Big Pete and Anthony Bevilacqua. On today's episode, we're going to discuss 5 fitness gimmicks that women should avoid. And believe me, ladies, you'll want to avoid these things because in reality, you're really hurting your bodies. So what's up, guys?
Hey, feels good to be on the Picacharian end of it and not do much.
So what does that make me now if I'm not on the Picacharian end?
Dirt?
I don't know. I don't know what comes after Picacharian, but we're going to find out.
The floor. Wait, what's that thing? Has it 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so then you end up on the floor.
I'm 2 steps away from the floor.
Yeah, exactly. Laura, what's up? I know it's an exciting week for you. What's here, I'll let you tell our listeners more about your listeners, our listeners.
Yeah, so I'm 1 week out of my second powerlifting meet, and today was my last deadlift session, and I feel good. I feel excited, just trying to stay stress-free, and it's all mental, so I'm just saving it for that day.
Yeah. Oh man, that's like the best day.
Excited.
When you finish the heavy training, that last heavy. You're deadlifting once a week right now, and I do your programming, so you're doing deadlifting only once a week right now. So it's like when that last heavy deadlift, it's like
Yeah.
Then you got one more heavy, bench and squat, and then it's just kind of relaxation until then. But I know what you're talking about with stress, staying stress free.
Yeah,
you have
definitely.
to. You have to. It's all mental.
It's all mental.
You guys cutting water or anything for this meet or weight right now? The last couple of days, you got to do anything?
Well, I made weight already, so I'm just trying to maintain that, but Anthony's having me do some a water load and then a water cut.
Of course.
Yeah, I like to do that because
yeah, of course.
I like to suffer.
I like to
bring my athletes in as lean as possible because you're already at your weight. So if you come in a couple pounds less, it's just going to help your wilks. But Laura, I want to actually kind of ask you, what do you feel different the first time versus now, since this is your second meet?
A huge difference. So like my first meet, I cut weight. So it was really stress on my body, and I feel like I wasn't really prepared. Whereas like now the second time around, I get the feel of it. I get how it works. And the feeling is just amazing, just being there. So now like knowing all that, feeling good, feeling stronger with my body, I'm ready to just get on that platform and kill it.
That's awesome. I mean, it's exciting. I remember my first meet too. I cut my first meet also. So you have it's almost like you have that stress in the background, of having to worry about getting weight. And
I definitely was worrying about my weight so much, about making weight. And so that it messed with me a little bit.
And now the other thing too that we should talk about, how many more calories are you consuming every day now versus the last time?
Man, I don't even know, 500?
So wow, 500 more.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So you're at 500 calories more, and your weight is exactly the same as it was last week.
I was actually thinking about that yesterday when I weighed in, and I did my even my body fat stayed the same as the last. I looked at the last meet, my weight, and this time around, and I'm like, wow, I'm eating so much more this time around, and it's still the same.
Yeah, me and my co-host here, Big Picacharian, we did. If you guys pick up, go head on over to NewYorkMuscleRadio.com and pick up a copy of Cracking the Flexible Dieting Code. If you get the package with the audiobook, we have also a whole section there called Maximizing Your Metabolism. And that's basically what we did for Laura, and that's proof in the pudding right there. She basically maintained her weight, added 500 calories every day to her diet. So imagine having 500 more calories than you're having now and maintaining your lowest body fat and weight. That's an awesome feeling, man.
That is an ideal reverse diet, and that's all you could strive for, really. I mean, that's a significant amount of extra calories, and if you can still maintain your weight, then your performance at the meet is going to be even better also, because you're going to have more food, more energy.
100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
this
exciting.
time around, I was really focusing on my form, and I just feel like I'm more in the zone this time around. But I think you need that for your first meet. You need to get kind of what it is, what it's like.
Yeah.
Are you posting anything? Have you posted any videos on your social media?
I like to keep it quiet until it's done.
Oh God! Don't be one of those people.
Yeah, well,
listen, you're a Bevilacqua. Don't turn into one of those people. Listen, if you guys want to follow us on Instagram, we always throw up, at least me anyway, I always throw up something funny on social media. I mean, you can follow me on Facebook. I'm Anthony Bevilacqua. Pete's at Pikacharian. But our Instagrams are, I'm at AB Fitness. Pete's at Jacked Fitness, JAKKED Fitness. And what are you at, Laura?
At Laura Bevs.
Yeah, Laura Bevs. With a Z or S? It's S.
S.
Yes, yep. Laura Bevs. So you got to post up something for our listeners because this is coming out. This will be out this Friday, and your meet's on Sunday, right?
Yep.
Wow, Sunday. And I know it starts early in the morning, and these things usually run like forever. So
all day. Yep.
It's gonna be we'll be done. Maybe we can go ahead and over and get some all you can eat sushi after to.
That's what I was thinking, or some Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, so I was actually asking Laura about this too, and she didn't know because it's all up to you, man. I know you control everything. I was asking her after the meet, what's the plan as far as the reverse diet, the weight change or anything like that? What's in the works for that?
Yeah,
so
what are we doing?
Oh, that's actually a cool thing to talk about on the podcast. I mean, this is fitting for women to actually get an idea here. So, Laura, what are your goals after this meet? What do you want to do? So, after this meet, yeah. I mean, obviously, you're probably not done with powerlifting, but what? No, I'm done talking. Go ahead. What do you want to do?
My plans after the meet is just to continue to train the way I've been training now. I would like to still maintain weight, but I don't want to stress it as much as I have been. But I want to be able to definitely keep adding calories to my diet but I want to get stronger. Like I just want to keep going with it and then see where it gets me to maybe doing another powerlifting meet.
Well, I would like to, there's a contest in June, which I think would be another good goal for you in June. And basically we've added 500 calories to your day. I think, realistically, if you add another 200 to 300 calories, you're going to be to the point where I'm like, all right, I don't really care about food anymore. It's just getting over that initial hump of stop caring about food.
But this time around, I'm thinking, do I want to gain 5 pounds? Maybe, but I kind of want to play around with it first. But I like where I am now. I'm comfortable where I am now. And I work so hard to be where I am now. So I guess just keep going with what I'm doing.
Yeah. Listen, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Exactly.
But do you have it? And I think it's also good for the listeners. Let our ladies that are listening to this know, what are you lifting right now? Because once again, one of the things that I want to stress with this podcast with women is it's okay to lift. It's okay to go in there and focus on being as strong as possible. We had some of our athletes. Kalina posted up a video of her squatting. I think it was like 150 today, and that's an awesome squat. So where are you at right now with your lifts? Just give everyone an idea. Give everyone an idea what you did today. Do you have to actually look, or you don't remember?
No, I'm gonna look because
you gotta be precise here.
Yeah, I gotta be. All right. So today I did. Well, this is a deload week, so it's not as heavy as I would go, but. Squat, I did 170, bench 85, and deadlift 200.
And those are the light numbers.
Yeah, so and we're gonna figure out my openers soon. So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, so I think it's just interesting, and it's really interesting for me and my co-host here, my co-host. Well, I'm the co-host now, right?
We're all co-hosts.
Yeah,
yeah. Wow, I demoted myself in my own network. But I lost my train of thought now. That's what happens when you get old. What the hell was I talking about?
You said that it was something important to talk about. I don't know where your thoughts were going, man.
Yes, my numbers for today, and telling all the women out there.
I think it's important because as a guy you hear these numbers and you're just kind of like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I know.
I understand the significance to it, but when you talk to women and you talk about your numbers, that for a woman that's like, wow, that's a lot of weight, Because if a woman hears, oh yeah, today I squatted 410, they're gonna be like, wow, it doesn't really correlate. But that's good that you have to really throw those numbers in there because I want to be able to talk to women here. Me and Pete can't.
Right.
So I think that's good. All right, let's move on to the quote of the day, Laura.
All right. So in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, I found a quote that we can all relate to. So you guys ready? If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward.
Wow. I like that, man.
I like that.
Yeah, so I feel like, yeah, in life, a lot of people are going to try to stop you from what you want to achieve. And you just have to keep moving forward. You can't give up. Just like Martin Luther King Jr., he never gave up. And because of him, we're allowed to have the rights that we deserve. But I don't want to get all political, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's a good message, and I mean it applies to everything. If you, even if you just don't have the means to do what it is that you want to do or the ability to do it, right now, if your goal is you want to get under a squat bar and squat 400, but
this is what I was just talking about, and there you go doing it.
What are you talking about?
If you want to get on the squat bar and squat 400, that's what you want to do. Yeah, say 200 for a woman.
All right, for the women, if you want to get under a squat bar and squat even 135, okay, and you're starting off with just the bar, and I've worked with females that I've actually started them with the bar and they couldn't even lift the bar. I didn't say, listen, we have to focus right now on getting to 135. Right now, your focus is just getting the bar, squatting it. We'll add weight as we go and we'll get there. So you got to crawl before you can walk. It's not a sprint. It's always a marathon.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, you guys got to remember is that something's always going to come up. You're going to have some type of event coming up, or you're going to have something that's going to deter you from getting to the gym. But you have to set your goal and keep your goal out there, in front of you, and remind yourself of what it is, and just keep moving forward no matter what comes in your way. Because like I said, there's always going to be some type of party, some type of event. I won't be able to diet because I have this person's birthday party. So what? If your goals are more important to you, you want to skip the birthday party or go to the birthday party and not eat or whatever.
Or
whatever
eat before
your goal
the party.
Yeah, work out before the party. Wake up earlier. You have to do these things in order to get to your goals. And, some of you listening to this may be like, what is he, crazy? I'm going to wake up earlier to work out. Yeah, you're going to wake up earlier because I would work out early because I'm committed to my goals. And it's just about being committed. And that committedness is what committedness. that state of being committed is what's going to keep you, there. The reason why this show is even around is because of my goal and my vision. Now New York Muscle Radio Network's branching out. This is a whole nother segment, a whole nother show taking a life of its own. And it's all from my vision. And I'm keep moving forward no matter what. We're recording. It's 10 o'clock at night on a Monday night. No one else wants to record 10 o'clock on a Monday night. But all three of us are here because we have one common goal. So it's the same thing. If your goal is to get the best body you can, you have to just keep moving forward and not let anything step in your path.
I agree.
Yep. Do we have any trending topics today, Laura?
Yeah, you wanna give it to them?
Sure. I guess the co-host here will...
Come on, co-host always got to pitch in a little bit.
Damn, man, you're not doing nothing on this podcast. You're just sleeping.
I'm hanging out in the background. Now
you're playing with your glory hole back there. Why do you have a big hole in your wall?
I told you, it came with the house. It was built in. And I decided to keep it because I happen to like it. So
yeah, the glory hole. All right. So today's fitness trending topic. Again, this is a cool segment that we usually do on here on our New York Muscle Radio Network. It's a trending topic, stuff that we see all the time that I think is fitting and relates to this podcast. So today's trending topic is an article that I happened to pull up somewhere that said, I went to cryotherapy and this is what happened. So cryotherapy, and I think this is fitting for Laura because we did this before our last meet and it really, really works. So basically cryotherapy is when you step into a chamber that's cooled to negative 260 degrees for 3 minutes. And basically it mimics an ice bath. Laura, go ahead. You want to tell the listeners more about it?
You want to do our experience?
Yeah.
So basically we looked it up. We were like, all right, you want to try it? Let's see how we feel. We ended up going 2 days in a row because just the feeling, you feel numb in there. And when you get out, you feel a lot loose and energized. We were so shocked on the results that we went back the next day.
So basically, if you ladies listening to this, it's like an athlete. When an athlete takes an ice bath, NFL players, any basketball players, any type of athlete, usually, they'll exercise and whatnot. They'll do their event and then they'll jump into an ice bath. And basically what an ice bath does is it brings down inflammation in the body. So if you have sore knees, sore elbows, or whatever it is, you go into an ice bath, you put ice on something, you bring down the swelling, and you help yourself recover. So cryotherapy, like I said, it's a chamber you step into. Your head is the only thing that's out of the chamber, and it cools your body to negative 260. Now, the cool thing is, I've done ice baths before. You have to stay in an ice bath for 15 to 20 minutes, and literally the coldest you can kind of bring an ice bath to is 40 degrees. That's the coldest, and that's hard to do. 40 degrees for 20 minutes is a long time, and it's brutal. That was hard. Cryotherapy, 3 minutes in the chamber, out, and you're tripling, quadrupling the amount of temperature that it is. And it really does work. You know, we did it before our meets last time. I was able to recover 100%. All the pains and aches that I had were gone. It was insane. So we did that like on a Friday. Our meet was on a Sunday the last time. And I said, I'm going back on Saturday just to see what happens. And we went back a second day in a row. And I don't think that the second day benefited as much. But I crushed my last meet. And I'm convinced it was because of that. So I believe in cryotherapy 100%. I'm not here to push it on you guys. But if you have one near you, give it a try because it's definitely going to help aid in recovery. It also says that it, you know, in this article that we pulled up, it says that it, you know, enhances your metabolic rate. That's BS. You know, the people in there will tell you that it's good for your skin and that it's good for your body and it's going to detox you. All that stuff is nonsense. The cryotherapy's only main purpose is going to be athletic performance and just performance in general. So if you have an aching injury or something like that, this is something that you need to do.
I'm curious about that because, you know, you're talking about ice baths and how that's only, what is it, negative? What did you say? What was the temperature for an ice bath?
So an ice bath, I mean, realistically, so water freezes at 32 degrees. So if you just threw a whole bunch of ice inside of like a bathtub, how cold do you think it's going to be? Because the ice is melting once it hits the water, even if it's cold. So the coldest it can get is 40 to 50 degrees max.
Right. But a lot of people, I think, in an ice bath wouldn't even really be able to tolerate it. You know, tolerate it. Like a lot of people will go in the ice bath and they jump out because they're so cold. And you're talking about cryotherapy. I haven't done it. But when you're saying, you know, it's 4 times as cold or whatever it is, how do you stay in it that long?
It's way more than 4 times.
Do you get that urge to just jump out of it that it's that cold? I'd imagine so.
Yeah, but you paid for it, so it's like, all right. The guy's like, oh, we paid.
That's how you rationalize staying in. Well, I paid for it,
that's
so I'm
exactly
staying
how I
in.
rationalize it. The guy's like, you know, they set it for 3 minutes. He's like, all right, it's gonna be for 3 minutes, and he's like, if you need to get out early, we'll get out. I'm like, I ain't getting out early, man. I fucking paid for this. I ain't getting out.
What about you, Laura? You feel like jumping out of it, or you paid for it too?
Not that, yeah, I paid for it, but once you're in there, you're kind of just like, let me stick this out and just get it over with, not think about it.
It's actually not that, I'm cutting you off, Laura, but it's actually not that cold. Believe it or not, it's cold. Listen, it's fucking
That's
cold.
what I'm saying.
You're shivering. Yeah. You're shivering because it's cold. And
but I think once you get used to it, it's like, this isn't that bad.
You know, and it's weird because it burns. Like it's so funny because the first time I did it, my hamstrings were on fire. They were burning so bad. And I think because my hamstrings were probably really overworked, the last time we went, my elbows burning, and I had, go figure, my tendonitis was flaring up. So I don't know. I just think that it's 3 minutes long. It's really not that bad. Plus, you're not in water. You know, when you're taking like an ice bath, that's so much more cold.
Yeah, I think if it was water, it'd be worse.
Yeah, it's like because you're free. There's nothing that hits your body. It's like kind of like, you know, the fumes from dry ice.
Yeah,
that's kind of what you're in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's like nothing.
I'm not really sure what that would feel like, but
yeah,
I mean,
you
there's
really
nothing
should
touching
try
your
it.
body. It's well, you should try it, man. You're too cheap to do it though.
No, your first session's only $25.
Oh, not bad. I probably would need to stay in there for like 20 minutes for it to do anything to me.
Anything more than 3 minutes, the benefits outweigh it.
No, I'm sure, but you know, I'm sure I'd probably need a lot more than just one session to fix my aches and pains.
Nah, I'm telling you, man. One time, the first time I did it too, I I was so tired that day. I think because
we were driving back to his house and we were like, I'm tired. We kept saying we were tired.
You know what it is? You probably get like an adrenaline rush when you're in there because it's so cold, and then it just takes a lot of energy out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's
Some
weird
people
too?
use it as a pre-workout actually.
Yeah,
and we're like, we don't know how, but.
So one of the things too that was like cool, one of the things I noticed, so you're in there, you're freezing, and obviously your body temperature is dropping because you're in negative 260 degrees. So you're freezing in there. Then, dude, as soon as you get out of there, it's like your armpits start sweating because like your body like reheats instantly. It's like such an insane reaction from your body. It's just it goes to show you how cool your body is, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, let's move on to the listener question of the day. If you guys have a question that you'd like us to answer, submit it on our website at newyorkmuscleradio.com/listener question or call it in at 508-687-2534. So, Anthony, I think you have the question.
Yeah, I have it. Today's question is from Makayla-Courtney McGeeney. What a long name. Makayla-Courtney McGeeney. She says, I've been weightlifting for 3 years now, on and off, and I've always been interested in bodybuilding because my aunt competed once in her 50s, which was incredibly inspiring. But I want to know how you learn about certain things when it comes to powerlifting. I've been listening to Laura on the Bikini and Barbell Show, and I'm curious, how do you know when you need a weightlifting belt, knee sleeves, wraps, and and where do you get the best products?
That's actually a good question.
Yeah,
But,
it's good.
yeah.
That's a cool question, actually. So good. Do you want to answer it?
So training with you, I never really believed in a belt because you never really believed in a belt until we kind of experimented together with it. But I think as the weight started getting heavier, I felt that my back needed that support, and then just learning to push into the belt makes that weight just shoot up. And definitely, I would say knee sleeves also from SBD.
So her question is, how and when did you feel like you needed it?
Well, when would be when the weight got heavier.
So what is that? Because for me personally, I didn't use knee sleeves I usually don't put my knee sleeves on until I hit like 4 plates.
Yeah, I would say I usually put my knee sleeves on when I do about 185, still warming up kind of, but when I hit the 200s, I put on the belt and my knee sleeves.
Okay. So that's when you felt like you needed them. So when you said when the weight gets heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think that for me, basically knee sleeves are just going to keep your knee warm. That's basically the reason why you keep them. They do give support, but it's not like a knee wrap. There's two different things. A knee sleeve is something you put on, and the reason why I like knee sleeves is because they're very consistent. You could keep sliding the knee sleeve on, and it's always going to be the same tightness. With knee wraps, you physically have to wrap it around your knee constantly, and every time you do it, it can be a little bit tighter or a little looser, so it's never consistent. So I like knee sleeves. You just slip them on, and you're good to go. As far as a belt, I don't know, Laura, when did you feel like you needed the belt? Because you said you were you did a lot of squats without the belt. So you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I would say about the same thing. When I hit the 200s, I would put the belt on just so I could get that feel of pushing into the belt. And I realized that my squat would just shoot up from that.
So what weight were you doing before you used the belt? Like what did you squat beltless?
Beltless was probably 185,
And what do you squat with a belt?
most like 195 and up.
So that's when you put it on. Pete, what
Yeah.
about you? I mean, you want to talk about your experience with a belt?
Yeah, I definitely will go by the philosophy that you should hold off on getting a belt, knee sleeves until you need them, like you guys kind of mentioned. If you're going to first start squatting and deadlifting, don't think that you have to get a belt, get knee sleeves just to start doing those movements. In the beginning, you definitely want to start just with the bare bones, just with your body. You don't need anything extra until you get to the point where your strength levels start progressing. And again, these movements are, they're full body movements where they're going to incorporate every muscle in your body to the point where when you start squatting now, once you start getting heavier, your core is going to start getting more activated. You're going to be placing more of a load on your back, your lower back, your upper back. That's when these tools will become a little more handy. And then it's important to note too, when you do start using these, don't think that you have to use them right when you start training. So you don't have to put your belt, your knee sleeves on and start warming up with the bar. I always like to, and I've always done this for a long time, is, start your warm-ups, do your first 2 or 3 sets, then put your knee sleeves on. Then when it gets a little heavier, then you go put the belt on. And then you're ready to go hit your heavy sets.
Yeah, I agree with that. And she also asked, where do you get the best products from? I recommend SBD. SBD is probably the best company out there. They make the best knee sleeves. They have really good quality belts and stuff like that. So I would recommend SBD. But again, if you're on a budget, you could just go on Amazon, just type in knee sleeves on there and just try to get they have like the bootleg brands that are like exactly the same thing. May not be as good quality, but again, if you're not competing and you're just doing it just to get stronger in the gym and whatnot, that's what I would recommend. I don't think you need to go any crazier than that. I mean, you can get a regular belt with Amazon for like $40, or
Yeah, I
you can
agree.
get like an Inzer belt for like how much are the Inzer belts?
not
How
sure.
much is your new belt?
89.
You have
So
an
like
Inzer belt also?
Yeah, actually just came in the mail.
Okay, yeah, because I have one too. I have an Inzer Forever belt, and I think I purchased mine in like 2009 or 10, and I still use it every day, and it's in perfect condition.
Yeah.
So it's definitely well worth the money.
Yeah, and again, thank you for that question because I think that was a good question, and we hope that Makayla, that you actually begin on your journey into fitness and maybe compete in bodybuilding or powerlifting or whatever you find interesting, and something that I like. Powerlifting. I've done bodybuilding. I haven't done fitness yet. That's one of the things I haven't done, but I've done bodybuilding before. I haven't done physique. I should say fitness. And
Yeah, you're gonna start doing the fitness routines now. You're gonna start doing gymnastics.
Yeah, posing. Yeah, yeah. So So yeah, I mean, I like bodybuilding a lot. Obviously, bodybuilding is the reason why I got started with all this. But I just like powerlifting because it's a little more cut and dry. You lift a weight or you don't. It's very, very simple. It's very easy to judge, and you can really focus a lot more on yourself. Whereas bodybuilding is more subjective because it's based on everything that goes on in the mirror. But hopefully, you end up competing in one of those things, and you pick something and just run with it. And who knows? Maybe we'll have you on the podcast one day as a world champion in something.
All right, ladies, we're going to take a short commercial break and we'll be right back.
What's up, New York Muscle Radio listeners? It's your co-host, Big Pete Kacharian, and I'm glad you're all listening. Put down that tilapia and asparagus. Learn how to get bigger, stronger, and leaner eating what you want. Pick up a copy of Cracking the Flexible Dieting Code exclusively at NewYorkMuscleRadio.com. But for now, let's get to the show.
Nice, Pete.
What?
I saw you checking out that girl's butt.
What? I was just checking out her yoga pants.
Pete.
I was thinking you'd look really good in yoga pants.
Uh-huh.
I was like trying to check out what brand it was. Like I was looking at her form on deadlifts. They were all messed up.
Do you think she has a nicer butt than me?
Well, it definitely doesn't look like a pancake.
Did you just call my butt a pancake?
Well, I mean,
What can I do?
you gotta try New York Muscle Radio's Glutylicious program.
Glutylicious.
Yeah, you'll finally get a celebrity booty, like all the other girls following the program.
Fine, I'll do it. But don't get jealous when other guys check out my glutylicious ass.
Glutylicious, your guide to getting a celebrity booty in 12 weeks. Now available exclusively at NewYorkMuscleRadio.com.
All right, ladies, we're back to the Bikini and Barbell Show, episode number 4. So let's get into talking about the 5 fitness gimmicks that women should avoid. All right, so the first item to discuss is waist trainers. Now, ladies, if you think something tight around your waist will make you skinny, you're bugging, because that's not going to work for you. I mean, I know you feel like you see it on social media and you think it'll give you a flat stomach and make you feel less bloated and look better if you
Why
wear
do
it
you
on.
sound Spanish right now?
I was gonna say the same thing, honestly.
Why did you just go Puerto Rico on everybody?
This one is definitely near and dear to her heart because that side of her I never heard before.
I could relate to some of these gimmicks, that's why.
That's like me when I go on a rant, except for she turns Spanish.
Yeah, she just got ghetto. Holy shit! Thank God I just canceled my waist trainer order.
It gets me going because it really is a gimmick. And, social media really shows a lot with these waist trainers. Like, celebrities put up them in a picture with a waist trainer on, and they'll be like, yeah, go to this website and use this coupon code, and you'll look like me.
Yeah, I mean, those things are crazy. So you could be honest here. Did you ever buy
So I'm
one?
not gonna lie. In the beginning, before I even started lifting anything and just going to the gym doing cardio, I was like, all right, I did exactly what any other girl would do. They saw it on Instagram, and I actually used the code. I'm not gonna lie, and I was like, and it came in. I was really excited to use it. And I remember actually telling you, Anthony, and you were like, oh my God, did you really just spend money on that?
How long did you wear it for when you got it? Because I know some of these girls get really excessive with it. They'll wear it like 24 hours a day, even when they sleep.
I used to wear it just laying in bed. Like, now that I think about it, it's ridiculous. Like, I would just put it on, not be able to breathe, and I would just lay in bed and be like, all right, this is working, this is doing the job, I don't have to go to the gym today.
So wait, did it actually do anything? How long did you use it for?
At the moment, I would keep it on for like an hour.
Just in like how many weeks?
In general, I think like a month.
So did it actually do anything in a month?
I think it was a temporary fix, and I think it was all mental. Whereas when I took it off, I was like, I looked in the mirror and like went to the side. I was like, wow, I look skinnier. Like, so weird now that I'm saying it. Like, I'm so embarrassed to say that I used one.
See, guys, this is why I had to hire her as a host. And I'm gonna get my other sister here. Maybe she could be the other co-host on this.
Yeah, she was
on this podcast because she's worse than. She's worse
did it too.
She's worse than most of them. Yeah, actually, funny story. So they both bought these stupid waist trainer things, and of course I laughed at both of them. Their brother is the trainer, New York City's #1 trainer, the best muscle building, fat burning coach ever, and they go out and buy waist trainers. So of course I'm shaking my head at this. But funny enough, when I got to like my mom's house one day we all got together and we were all at my mom's house, and I said, well, let me see this thing. So they pull it out. I'm like, let me put it on. So I put it on. You can't breathe that thing on, man. You legit can't breathe.
Yeah, you know what's crazy about those too? I've even told females that are wearing them. I said, if you keep that on long enough, eventually it's actually going to shift your organs around, and that's not something I'm making up. Like that will actually do that.
No, yeah, that's true.
And they're not even concerned by that. Like, if I lose an inch off my waist, isn't that good? Yeah, but your stomach might be like above the small intestines, and the spleen might be wrapped around it. But
that's
you
the
might
things that you worry about.
I think that's a pretty rational thing to worry about. I like my organs where they are.
I could see where women were like, oh, no, I'll do anything to shrink my waist. But the problem is
to make that like hourglass figure.
Yes. The problem is, ladies, you got to understand too, like, yeah, you can get let's just say you can actually get your stomach in that position and get that hourglass shape. Problem is your belly's still going to jiggle.
Yeah, so you're not actually burning fat off of you.
Yeah, your stomach's still going to jiggle. So you'll be in an hourglass shape, but you'll still be fat, and it won't be a cute look.
All right,
wait, I was using a waist
trainer.
fat? My stomach wasn't jiggling.
No, but did you lose body fat?
But I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Your stomach was still, not to say that your stomach was flabby, but your stomach was flabby still.
Yeah. Not flabby, but
whatever.
Yeah.
If
you didn't lose the body fat that you had.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would say that it does improve your posture because it does keep you up. But
you can't breathe.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend wearing it while working out or even wearing it at all. It's a total waste of money. I learned that.
Aren't those things really from like the Titanic? Wasn't it?
That's what I was just
Titanic
thinking of when Rose is holding on to the bed and the mother's like tying her dress.
Yeah, is that what it is? Is that a Scream?
That's a corset. Yeah, and back then they used it as like a dress, I guess.
Pete, you never saw Titanic?
Oh, I've seen Titanic many times, man. That's a great movie.
Fun fact, that's actually one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it is a great movie. It's not one of my favorite, but I think it's an excellent movie.
I don't understand why he didn't get on the board with her.
He was holding her up. He was holding her up on the board.
Come on, it was
the board couldn't hold both of them, so he sacrificed himself for her.
I get why he did that, but I don't understand why he couldn't try to get on top of her.
Yeah, because they would have both fell off the board.
No, they wouldn't have.
All right, guys, we're talking about waist trainers here, not Titanic. That'll be a whole nother topic.
Next episode.
Movie. Yeah.
So then what are you considering? You're saying that one of the pros of that thing is it helps you with posture?
Yeah, only because while you're sitting, it helps you stay up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I can see that being a temporary thing. I don't think that's
it doesn't allow you to slouch. Yeah, it's definitely temporary.
But then also you could kind of counter that by saying because that thing is holding you in position, you're not even going to be using those muscles on a regular basis, especially like if the women wear it 24 hours a day. That Scream is basically keeping them in position. They're not slouching because they're not stabilizing those muscles. So I guess, it has its pros and its cons even for that.
Poor women are stuck and facing forward. They can't turn to the side.
Take the ones that keep it on, they're going to take the Scream off and everything's just going to fall forward. They're going to be like Gumby.
That's gross.
And it is visible under your clothing. So, ladies, if you're wearing one, try to wear like a big hoodie. If you really want to wear one, it'll make it noticeable.
That kind of defeats the purpose if you wear a big hoodie. Wait, look, so who are some of the celebrities that were wearing those things? I'm curious.
Oh, well, we all know the big one, Kim Kardashian. She was wearing
That's a model of success right there.
Yeah. All of them, actually. I think all the Kardashians was.
Again, that's a model of success right there.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest one. There's a lot, but I think that's the biggest one that everybody's drawn to.
A lot of people forget that Kim Kardashian, while she looks great, her body is wonderful, it's not the waist trainer that got her body. She has trainers. She works out for hours a day.
Yeah.
She focuses on her diet. She does all those things that you don't see behind the camera because it's not sexy to sell.
You think that they get paid by advertising all this stuff?
Yeah, of course. That would be the only reason. That's the only reason they're doing it. They don't actually wear that stuff.
Exactly. But a girl sees it, then they'll do anything for that hourglass shape. So
you know what's happening?
I don't blame them because I was
Kim Kardashian's putting that on, and she's saying, "Why the fuck would anyone want to wear this?" Yeah. Putting it on, taking pictures, like, "Look, all these morons are gonna buy these things," and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
And she got a check, and she's smiling all the way to the back, not wearing that thing.
That's the same thing with anything in this industry. It's just like all the sponsored pro top athletes for all these supplement companies. They don't actually take the supplement. Some of them might, But, when you take that picture and you say, oh, I'm on day 3 of whatever company's fat burner and it's really helping me lean out. Like, no, you're shredded already. It's not because you're taking this supplement. That's how it is. But you know what? I get paid to do it. That's what they do.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on to number 2. Detox teas. Do you guys know anything about that?
Yeah, definitely another gimmick because tea is tea, first of all. And
well, that's what I was just going to ask. Which one are you are you referring to because there's so many. Are you referring
exactly.
to
I don't want to pinpoint to like an exact tea because I don't want to say something wrong about the tea.
So basically what you're
general.
So it's just a tea. It's just a tea that helps you lose weight, basically. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like a detox.
Yeah, it's a tea basically that they're gonna market in a way as a detox. So tea itself, even
good.
coffee, they have properties that these detox products actually already have. So you're basically taking something that already works to some degree and you're making it sound like it's doing a lot more than what it's already doing. Yes, already to begin with, tea in general, it's good. It's going to have those properties. It's going to give you that little stimulation effect from the caffeine too, so it's going to make you feel better, which a lot of these detox teas, they advertise as you'll feel more energetic. You also clean out your body. But the fact is, you're going to have tea. It's going to have all those antioxidants in it. It's going to be good, healthy for you. It's going to give you a little boost of energy from the caffeine. But as far as detoxing your body and making you lose weight or anything like that, it's not going to do any of that beyond what your body will already do on its own. You've heard people talk about how your body has a liver. Your liver's job is to detox it. So you're not going to be drinking any type of magical tea that's going to do something greater than what your body's already designed to do on its own. The best way to detox stuff out of your system is just clear it out by not eating as much. I always say if you're eating a ton of junk over and over again and you want to detox, cut out all the unnecessary food that you're eating, allow the liver to clean your body out. And then if you want to drink tea or coffee on top of it, that's fine. But you're not going to all of a sudden lose weight magically because there's a detox tea that you're consuming.
Yeah, one of the other things too. Sorry, one of the other things too that people got to realize when you detox, quote unquote detox, and you flush your body of all these toxins. Majority of the time, when you flush your body of all these things, you're flushing away all the good bacteria. There's a balance between good bacteria and bad bacteria in our body, and usually when you flush all this stuff out, you're flushing out the good bacteria. So a detox or one of those what's it called, a Klonopin? Is that what it's called? When a Klonopin, when you stick the shit up your ass and makes you go to the bathroom?
No.
What is that called?
That's an enema.
No, I think it's I don't know, man. It's one of those fucking stupid gimmicky things.
Klonopin is used for something totally different.
No, not that. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Not the pill. Not a Klonopin pill. There's something like that.
A colon cleanse?
Yes, but there's another name for it. I don't know. One of my clients was talking to me about it, so I don't know. I'm not wrong there. Something like that.
Oh
Someone will correct me somewhere along the line, I'm sure. You guys can head on over to Facebook.com.
Are you talking about a laxative?
Yeah. No. It's one. Listen, you go to these fucking places, you stick your ass in the air, they stick this shit up your ass.
Yeah, that's a colonoscopy.
Yeah,
but that's a colonoscopy. That's a medical procedure.
That's a medical, actually.
They have there's something like that where but it's like a cleanse, I guess.
I've never heard of this.
I don't know.
So can you describe what this is? Because I'm curious now. So you could actually
It just sounds like scary.
You fucking picture, man. You fucking stick your ass in the fucking air. They take some fucking tube. They shove it up your ass and they spray like fucking water. And apparently all the bad stuff comes out.
Yeah, but isn't that like when you can't go to the bathroom?
No,
yeah, see, that sounds like a colon cleanse.
Yeah.
But it has another name to it too. I don't know.
All right.
Anyway, we're talking about
Yeah.
teas.
Well, it's the same idea. Basically, whenever you do any type of thing like that, where you go to the bathroom excessively, you're only flushing out good stuff. That's basically my point.
Yeah.
And you guys, you can head on over to Facebook.com/New York Muscle Radio, like the page, and then comment what the hell I'm talking about, because I know someone's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, I would say like these teas claim to make you lose weight or make you feel energized when all it's really doing is dehydrating your body.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say, Anthony, again, I am a victim of this gimmick.
Of course you are.
I did do a 14-day cleanse.
You know, it's actually good. You know, I'm very disappointed in you, but I'm very proud of you at the same time.
I'm sorry. This was like 2 years ago, so it doesn't count.
But I'm proud of you because you're going to come full circle to all this now. So it's good that you have this type of experience because this is an experience that I don't have. So, and this is exactly why you're going to be the host of the show.
Right.
So what was your experience with the detox tea? Did you lose body fat? Did it actually work? Because one of the reasons why I believe that New York Muscle Radio blew up was because I have literally tried everything to gain muscle, to lose fat. I've literally done everything. My co-host there, he's done everything, including that glory hole behind him. So talk to us about your experience with the detox tea and go from there.
All right. So like I said, this was probably like 2 years ago. And I was going to the gym doing cardio, and I was like, I need something to, and like you said, you would do anything to get bigger or whatever. So I was doing anything to look lean, to have that hourglass shape, to get skinny. Back then it was just skinny, not strong. So I saw this tea on Instagram, and I was like, I should try that. Once again, it said like, use this coupon code. So, and it came with like a little.
Yeah, Pete, maybe we should use your coupon code in our tags. Maybe we'll sell more of the right stuff.
Yeah, man, I didn't realize they were that effective. I think Laura's tried every coupon code.
Yeah. And it actually came with its own shaker bottle that said like the name of it. So I was like, wow, I can't wait for this to come in. I can't wait to try it. So before it came in, I was actually eating everything I can because I was like, all right, once this tea comes, it's going to do all the work.
I'll just binge before the tea comes.
Yeah, basically.
So when you did when you used the tea, were you supposed well, I don't know what the idea behind the tea is as far as with the diet. Do you have to not eat while you drink the tea? Like, do you stop eating and just drink tea?
Yeah, you were supposed to. No, you could basically, it's basically like you could eat whatever you want and still drink the tea. So I was like, wow, this is great. Yeah. So
yeah,
and at the time, I had no idea, you know.
So this was for you. This was like a magic tea. I could eat whatever I want, and if I drink this tea, it'll burn everything.
Yeah. Then yeah. So at night I would drink the tea, and I'd be like, all right, I'll be fine. You know, I'll look nice tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
And then I saw it, the 14 days passed. I have to say I lost, but like once I was off of it, I would eat again, and it all was back in like a matter of 2 days, not even, you know?
Do you think you lost because you were just, okay, I'm having the tea, I'm not hungry? Like, do you think that it was just like a placebo effect?
Yeah, definitely. And now I see that. I definitely think it's just a temporary fix.
That sounds similar to, and I don't know the design of like, I hear it all the time though, I'm going on a liquid diet. Is that like,
yeah,
do you know, have you have any experience with that?
That I can know.
That no, okay, because I hear that all the time, and to be honest with you, I should know this, but again, it's another gimmick. I'm not sure what the idea behind that is, and I know so many people have said, "Oh, I started my liquid diet," and then they end up just quitting. Didn't work, and it was really tough too. But I think that again, it promotes a magic pill. You know, so I think that's the trend with all these gimmicks is when you have something that claims to be a magic pill, be wary about it because, and we could all say from experience that they're not going to work. But if you're thinking, oh, you know, it's supposed to be good and it gives you that magic pill mentality, trust me, it's probably something to be aware of.
Yeah, 100%.
Because there are no magic pills, unfortunately. If we had a magic pill, then we wouldn't even need this podcast.
Yeah, or this network. But yeah, I think these detox things are all debunked. And again, it's all going to come down to your calories in, calories out. Again, we've talked about this hundreds of times. You can pick up a copy of Cracking the Flexible Dieting Code, which is our signature product, which will show you how to eat whatever the hell you want to eat. If you want to have tea, you can have tea. If you want to put milk in your tea, you can do that. You ever do that, big guy? Milk in your tea?
Maybe a long time ago. I like my tea.
Good.
I like my tea and my coffee black, just with a Splenda or two.
What about your women?
I like them just like my coffee and my tea. Black and sweet. No, I'm just kidding.
I would say instead of taking these teas, I would just like look into your intake of your fiber daily, you know? I know a lot of people that use they have fiber powder. So my sister actually, she does that every night with tea, like any type of tea.
Oh my God, Danielle. My sister Danielle is the queen of gimmicks. Like if she finds something on Pinterest and it says like detox, she'll do it. It doesn't matter if it says detox or anything. If it tells you it's going to lose 1 pound, she'll do it. It doesn't matter what it is.
Man, I think,
But actually,
I think next we have to just market strictly to women, man, because we can't sell guys on these gimmicks.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
We're gonna come up with a new gimmick, guys.
well,
It's gonna
hopefully
be
listening to me, they won't pull for these gimmicks.
The funny thing is that Danielle will tell Laura, and Laura will try it. This is what was happening.
yeah.
for
You
the
know what? Don't
longest
give
time.
anything to Laura. Give
Well,
everything
now
to
I'm telling
Danielle.
the listeners not to try it. So
Wait, what does she do now? I'm curious.
no, now she's just, just natural.
Oh
Nothing.
no! Oh, I thought she was doing something.
No, nothing. But I said she uses a fiber powder supplement with her tea, which is fine.
Yeah, I think that's a good point that you brought up the fiber, because you really want to detox your body, increase your fiber content. I think just in general, for every 1,000 calories you consume, you want 10 grams of fiber. So if you're, especially for women, if you're having, 1,500 calories a day, you need around, according to that, it's only 15 grams of fiber. That's nothing. If you bump your fiber up to minimum 25 to 30 grams, you're going to see a whole bunch of changes as far as health goes and feeling better. So that's what I would recommend. Minimum of 25 grams of fiber a day, and you'll really notice that's really will give you a detox.
I actually have a question for you guys. What do you guys feel about probiotics, the vitamin?
I like probiotics. Probiotics are really good to take, especially if you're
That's a huge thing I'm actually seeing on social media nowadays. So I just wanted to hear your guys'
that could have been a
opinion about
trending
it.
topic, Laura.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, I like probiotics. Probiotics are really good. If you're taking any type of antibiotic or any type of medicine, probiotic is definitely a must, because probiotics are killed. Probiotics are basically good bacteria in your gut. When you take a medicine of some sort, or I'm not sure about like antidepressants and things like that.
No,
think
it's usually
so.
with antibiotics only, as far as I know.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So, or whatever, if you're taking an antibiotic or just some type of medicine like that, it kills the good bacteria in your gut. So you want to replace that. So a good probiotic will work. I don't think you need a probiotic regularly. Something to use regularly, what I would recommend, especially if you're in a caloric surplus, if you're maximizing your metabolism like Laura is digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes are way better because they're going to help you digest the food that we eat. In digestive enzymes, there's enzymes to break down protein, to break down carbs, to break down fat. And that's basically what you want. You don't really want to, if you already have good bacteria in your stomach, adding more is not going to be benefit. But again, if you're having trouble digesting food or just not used to increasing your calories, having something like a digestive enzyme will help you feel more comfortable and actually bring down bloating. So that's what I would recommend there.
Yeah, and it's a good case too for dairy. Having your yogurt and your dairy products, because it's gonna have your good probiotics in there as well. And Greek yogurt is one of my favorite sources of protein as far as like a snack to go to between
How
meals.
often do you have Greek yogurt? I hardly see Greek yogurt.
You know what? Lately, the last couple of months, I've been having Greek yogurt at least once a day. Like I said,
actually have it every day.
Yeah,
too.
it's more so for a snack in between like my bigger protein meals. But I enjoy it. The way I like to do it is I like to just take Greek yogurt and put blueberries in it.
Me too.
Yeah,
and
so
banana.
I like a little fruit
That
in
might
there,
be
and-
actually another gimmick. They say that if you have Greek yogurt twice a day, you'll get leaner. I don't know if that's
well,
true.
that's definitely a gimmick. Yeah,
But I
Wait,
did try
let
that
me ask you
too,
a
so I
question. Do you
can't
think
say-
that's true?
No, but I did try. I had it twice a day. But
No, but
Yeah.
you're in a so you got to understand, you're in a caloric deficit right now. So no matter what you do, you're going to lose weight. Whether actually not right now, you're not in a caloric deficit,
Yeah.
but you're maximizing your metabolism. But regardless, if you were dieting down, if you're in a caloric deficit, meaning you're eating less calories than you're burning, you can have Greek yogurt 3 times a day, you're still going to lose weight. You can have it once a day, you're still going to lose weight. You can not have Greek yogurt at all, you're still going to lose weight.
yeah.
If you're the average person eating whatever, not trying to lose weight, not actively dieting, having 2 Greek yogurts a day is not going to make you lose weight.
Right, and if you're like me and you're maintaining weight or even maybe eating a little bit in a surplus, I'm definitely not burning any extra fat with my magical Greek yogurt. It's not going to override that caloric surplus that I'm in. So unfortunately, but that's the way it works. Like we always say, there's no magical foods. It's that caloric surplus or deficit that's going to dictate that weight change.
Yeah, we've actually been recording a lot of videos for the New York Muscle Radio Network. You guys can head on over to newyorkmuscleradio.com/video to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We've been putting out a lot of stuff on there. Laura, what we got to do is...
Yeah, we got to get me on there.
Yeah, we have to. You're going to have to start sending me some videos because we've been doing cooking with Big Pete. And, well, now that he mentioned the Greek yogurt, we should do something with Greek yogurt. But I forgot to tell you, man, I bought us pizza crust for this week, man.
Ah, nice, man. I'm excited. You see, he gets me. He gets me in the heat of the moment. He gets me all excited. He's like, all right, look, we're gonna make pizza. We're gonna make this. I get all excited. I start pulling out the pots and the pans, and then he brings out the camera and says, all right, we're doing cooking with Big Pete, and it's been getting a little sloppy. So maybe Laura will freshen that up a little bit. Maybe she could do a better job.
Yeah, Laura, then that's what we'll do. Well, so, guys, you can head on over to that NewYorkMuscleRadio.com/video, and we'll see Laura. We're going to get her on there now. She's going to send us some videos, but I think that's cool.
All right, so let's move on to number 3. The third gimmick that I found would be good to talk about is the butt lifting creams, the butt enhancing creams. Have you guys heard about those?
I didn't know there was a cream. That's news to me. That's sad.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know much about the creams. What is it? It's
actually talk about it a little more.
It's supposed to lift it. It's not like a cellulite removal cream.
Well, it depends on the way you rub on the cream.
Oh wow, this is magical cream, guys.
Well, what if Pete does other things on it with the cream?
Is there any extra uses?
Wherever you rub it, it's supposed to like lift.
Okay.
Oh, Pete, that could be useful, man. See that hole behind you?
Well, in reality, it's supposed to just target your buttocks directly on wherever you rub the cream, and then it's supposed to lift it.
So if you rub up, it's gonna lift up. If you lift, rub down.
Oh wow, you better make sure you rub it the right way. You better make sure you don't accidentally rub down.
Well, what if you go sideways?
When it lifts sideways, I don't know.
See the problem.
Wait, so is this for real? Is this like wait?
There's actually creams that they sell out there, and actually one of celebrities advertise this as well.
See the problem with me, if you were to give me this cream and say, okay, the where you rub it is going to be the way it's going to go, up or down. I'll rub it up and then, oh shit, accidentally did I rub it down a little bit? I'll rub it up, down, up, up. Let me make sure. I got to give it one more pass up. Okay, I think we're good. And then I'm going to worry that I rubbed it down accidentally.
Yeah.
Wait, so is this like just a temporary thing, or is this supposed to be a permanent?
It's if you do it every day, you're supposed to do it like twice a day or something like that. It's supposed to be permanent. But
please tell me you didn't buy this.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Oh my!
I want to know how many times.
I swear, I threw it out. Like the third time I did it, I threw it away because I was like, my hand is burning. Everything was burning. I was like,
what was in it?
They probably just put icy hot in a tub.
Yeah,
make you think something's going on.
That's what it felt like.
Do you know how many products they do that?
I'm telling you, it's 2 years ago.
This reminds me of when I first started getting involved in weight training. I remember going into GNC. Anthony could relate to this too. You walk into GNC and you think everything on the shelf is going to give you gains. You know, no matter what it is. Oh, I haven't tried this one yet. I haven't tried this one. And they came out with an NO2 product. It was a pump product. I don't even remember what it was called. It was very short-lived.
NO2. And I actually, it's a funny thing. The way they marketed this was genius.
You know what I'm talking about?
Because I loved it, man. I bought it. Of course I bought it. So the way they marketed it was they sold a book. The book was like $1. You can buy the book for $1. But it was all about the product and what it did and how it was like steroids. It was supposed to be like marketed like a natural steroid thing. And it was like supposed to give you these huge things after like they went into detailed process about what happens after 4 weeks. You're experiencing the full body perpetual pump and you're always pumped up. Dude, I bought into it, man, because I was a young kid. I didn't know. I remember buying that and I was like, wow, this is gonna be awesome. Yeah, and nothing happened.
See, the difference with this stuff is it got us when we were like 14, 15, and I feel like now the marketing has gotten so good that it's manipulating 25-year-olds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's actually really sad. But ladies, if you really want a nice lifting butt, I would say head over to NewYorkMuscleRadio.com and get that Glutealicious 12-week program out there. You don't need no cream, trust me.
Yeah, I mean so from an experience point of view now, you used the cream.
Yeah.
2 years ago, you used the cream. It did nothing. How has it been squatting?
Without the cream, like not.
No, how's your butt without the cream? Without using the cream and just squats.
Oh,
relying on squats.
It's way more of a difference relying on squats than a freaking cream that would make my hands burn. And what a waste.
But do you actually? Because I'm sure there's some ladies listening to this like, no, this cream works for me.
I mean, I'm sure. If it does for you, God bless. But I don't know. It didn't work for me. That's for sure.
So you notice a huge difference versus
Yeah,
squatting.
lifting weights, I see a huge difference than any other.
You know what's funny about that? It's like in reality, when you look at it, if you just flip it around, okay, like the cream, the tea, all this stuff that's like the magic formula. The magic formula is the weight training. Like when you do the weight training, those things that instantly are supposed to happen from these creams, from these teas and stuff, they start happening to you. So, you're hearing it right here from the horse's mouth. You're actually hearing it from the cover girl of the Glutealicious program, that the heavy squats and deadlifts is what actually builds those glute muscles.
Exactly. All right, so let's move on to number 4, the famous fat-burning pills known as the magic pills. I'm sure you guys heard of that.
A fat burner?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of studies actually that I recently had just came out, and I'm glad you brought this up, that actually taking a fat burner actually does work. They did a study, 12 weeks in women, not women, I'm sorry, just in general, not women, I'm sorry, correction. I don't have the study in front of me, and I don't remember the gist of the study and the guys who did it or whatnot, but actually 12 weeks, they kept the diet the same, nothing happened. One group taking the fat burners, one group taking nothing, just a placebo pill, and the group that was actually taking the fat burning pills actually lost a pound of body fat. But that's all they lost was 1 pound of body fat, no change in diet. So does that necessarily say that if you're dieting down a fat burner, it can't help? Yeah, it can. Maybe 1 to 10%, maybe. But that doesn't make it magic. That doesn't mean, okay, I take this pill and I'm going to lose weight.
Did you guys ever take a fat burner? Be honest.
Yeah, of course I've taken fat burners. Pete, have you ever taken a fat
actually never touched a fat burner in my life,
Wow.
to be honest with you. Yeah. My fat burner, my closest thing to a fat burner is apple cider vinegar.
Which is probably the best one.
And actually, I'd have to argue.
Might as well talk about that now that you brought it up.
Yeah, I actually would argue that if you're going to look for a fat burner that's an addition to your diet that's already optimal, I would say do something like that. Take an apple cider vinegar as a supplement.
Well, you have to get the apple cider vinegar with the mother. That's like the crap on the bottom of it. Don't get like the apple cider vinegar that you use for salad dressings, because that's not the same. But go ahead. Why don't you explain the benefits of it, big guy?
Well, the biggest, there's two really important, it improves so many areas of just health in general, but as far as for fat loss, the two real big things are, number one, it's going to improve your insulin sensitivity. So when you have... so when you have a greater capacity to handle carbs in the body and not store them as fat, it's going to make losing weight much easier. So when your insulin sensitivity is regulated, your body's more efficient at burning through carbs. So it's not like you're going to have this crazy metabolic effect where you start drinking this apple cider vinegar and you're going to burn all these carbs. But, there's people that do process carbs better than others. And if you're one of those people that need a little boost to help your metabolic rate and, improve your insulin sensitivity, something like a supplement with apple cider vinegar will help that. Is it going to get you to just burn fat right off your body? No, but if your diet is optimal and then you supplement with that, it's going to make the process a little bit easier. And for general health purposes, it's always good. You can never go wrong with it.
So, again, fat burners are pretty much, like I said, they're just basically caffeine. They're only going to help 1 to 10%. But the bottom line is you have to be in a caloric deficit if you want to lose body fat. If you want to get leaner, you want to get toner, you want to get more sexier, you have to be in a caloric deficit. A fat burner is not just going to, you can't take these pills and say, okay, I want to make it look better tomorrow. It's not going to work like that. They'll help 1%, but again, people have been losing body fat and gaining muscle for years before supplements were even around. So I would say save that stuff. Don't even bother, save your money, and just focus on the basics, weight training and diet.
All right, let's move on to the last but not least gimmick, I would say, is juicing. I don't mean steroids, I mean the...
Pete got excited.
Yeah, that might not really be a gimmick. They might actually work. But we're gonna talk about the gimmick version of juicing.
But I'm not gonna say that juicing won't help you lose weight. But I will say it'll only work if you're using it right with diet and exercise.
Right, and a lot of people...
real juice or juicing?
Like juicing.
Oh, like vegetables.
Yeah.
So now there's a couple ways to juice. Actually, you could juice using a juicer, or you can juice like. What I prefer when I juice is basically just putting everything in the blender and eat and drinking it. So like I'll put spinach in my shakes, or I'll make a smoothie with a whole bunch of things and I'll drink it. A lot of people put these things in these juicers, and all that stuff that comes out is all the good stuff that you actually need. So I think that's actually a waste.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I wouldn't think of juicing as a replacement for solid food. Like I would still have that solid food, and then, I mean, because I think juicing is good for your micronutrients.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know what it is? That a lot of people promote juicing for different reasons, and some of the reasons people do promote it, it's definitely not a gimmick. Like you said, as far as getting your micronutrients in, if you're one of those people that just don't eat too healthy or clean in general, it's a very easy way to get those micronutrients in, and a lot of people just enjoy it. So that's good for that. I definitely wouldn't call that a gimmick. But then a lot of people promote it. I'm gonna go on a juice diet, and I'm just gonna juice all my food, and I'm gonna lose weight.
I guess that's what you meant as the liquid diet, right?
I guess so. I mean, like I said, yeah, as far as liquid diets, I don't know exactly what they incorporate, but I'm sure juicing is a part of it. But I think there's other stuff that you're allowed and maybe some of the stuff you're not allowed. But yeah, that's not going to be, there's no magic pill as far as, okay, if you drink just juice all the time that you're going to lose weight. Again, it's about that caloric balance. So that caloric deficit is going to help you lose weight. And then the surplus, you're going to gain weight. So if you want to throw juice into the mix of that, that's fine. It'll help you reach either goal, and it's not going to prevent you one way or the other, but it's not going to be the main reason you either lose weight or get, build more muscle or burn more fat.
Yeah. I definitely think that it'll reduce your hunger as well, like increasing your energy also.
So
I would have it more as
too?
a snack.
No,
actually I haven't.
What? One of the things you said so many benefits for, and you didn't juice.
She knows all the knows all the benefits, but doesn't want to do it. Everything else.
I was too lazy to do the juicing. You got to buy the juicer. You got to buy all the stuff for it.
Well, that's what I said. I use a magic bullet, and I think that thing is, perfect. They have the NutriBullet, which is a little bit bigger, but I think that thing is gold, and you just literally stick everything in there, juice it up, and make it. I like having those things for taste. Those things are really good for taste. And for me, I'm very bad with getting in my vegetables. Everything is, if I even remember to make the frozen broccoli, which in our Cooking with Pete episode, my co-host here showed me how to take broccoli and just throw it in the microwave frozen like that, and it cooks in like a couple minutes. So that's definitely going to be a good thing. But again, I just forget all the time. I'm so bad when it comes to that. And it's the same thing with juicing. You actually have to sit down, make the shake. It just takes a while to actually do and put together. I mean, it doesn't take that long, but it does take time.
Yeah.
I'm lucky if I could just do the 2 scoops of protein in the morning, that's how I'm always running around. So 2 scoops of protein takes me a while. Yeah.
So what would you guys, after all these 5 gimmicks, how would you end it all? Like what tip would you give the ladies on these gimmicks?
Yeah, I would say stay far away from magic bullets, because there are no magic bullets. Anything that can be used or that is useful will be used as an addition to what you're already doing to get the job done. So the thing that's going to get the job done if your goal is fat loss is your diet and cardio. Anything else you do beyond that, like I said, even like the apple cider vinegar is beneficial, but it's going to be in addition to that. It's not going to make or break it, but it might help you a little bit along the way. So any of these ideas or gimmicks or products that you do hear about doesn't necessarily mean that they're not useful. A lot of the ones we did talk about aren't useful. Some of them do have some use, though. But again, it's only going to be useful when it's applied in addition to what's already getting the job done. That's definitely the way you should look at them, as an addition or a supplement. But you have to have the groundwork done, or else these things aren't going to work.
Yeah, my advice is if you go and you follow at Laura Bevs, just make sure you don't follow anyone she's following, because you're going to be required to buy something, use a coupon code, and purchase something that.
Thank God I never advertised any of that.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't be disowned, my friend.
Yeah, I know. And ladies, we all know that sticking to your diet plan, it could be difficult, especially when you want to just have fun with your friends and your family. So just a helpful tip would be to maybe plan ahead so you don't have to even fall into these gimmicks. Just plan ahead before you go out and maybe look up the restaurant menus and just plan what you're going to do. This way you don't have to fall into those 5 gimmicks, or you don't feel like you have to buy that waist trainer. And then just the next day, get back on track, and that's it. You can maybe fit everything into your Fitness Pal or even into your daily calorie intake.
Wow, I like that. We just found a new segment for the Bikini and Barbell Show, Laura's Tip of the Day. I love that. That's a good way to end this.
Yeah, ladies. All right, so this is Laura, Pete, and Anthony with the Bikini and Barbell Show. And always remember, strength and beauty can exist in the same body with training like a man.
Enjoyed this episode of New York Muscle Radio? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave us a 5-star review, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, New York Muscle Radio.